all sorts of questions here.
Do a commercial with Diet Dr. Pepper. That's what I'm drinking. Nothing else.
He doesn't drink.
I'm just going to ask you.
I can't go into explanations.
A lot of the stuff's going to be out of order and stuff because later on it's going to all be edited, chopped up and edited.
I'm looking up this way because he's standing here right now. I'm just letting everybody at home know this that's watching this.
Well, yeah, but you know you're going to keep turning.
Yes, sir.
You're so camera wearing, while standing right here.
Okay.
And also tomorrow we're going to go to Smoky Mountain, so all those guys are going to do interviews about you. Ryan's arranging all that.
I have a lot of Will it be about the business or about what was he working for?
Favorite Eddie story?
No, Eddie stories or
Bad Eddie stories.
No,
I'm not sure.
Eddie stories.
I'm not sure where these guys are going. I know Funk, Cornette, Anthony, hopefully Pritchard, maybe Ricky Morton.
Just don't ask any of the girls that work over.
Tammy. Yeah. Okay. Let me go through a whole bunch of stuff here.
Who went out? The light went out.
Yeah.
There, came on. It went out. There's a short in the light.
Yeah.
Short in the light. Slow down now.
This one should last for about 15.
Now we're doing the making of.
No, you're going to be.
The making of.
Okay. Well, first off, why don't you give us a rundown of all your injuries from head to toe?
You ain't got enough time.
Really?
No. Yeah. No, I just got some major places I hurt. Let me look back here. I got my neck area, which I hurt in the car accident in 1983, and when I was in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I've got bad right shoulder, horrible right shoulder, and a torn rotator cuff. I got a half-inch tear there that I've been putting off surgery on for a while since I left Atlanta in 1990, which it was everybody had their opinion on the reason why I left. So I said I was hurt, and they had other explanations for me, but I was, and I just haven't been able to have the surgery done because I've been wrestling, and I didn't think that's what I wanted to do at the time. So it's my shoulder, my neck area, my back, of course, hip, and the light went out again. I don't know if that matters.
You're kidding.
There came on. See, it's just some kind of pressure there. So I think it's okay if she's maybe if you keep pushing in on the batteries.
Just wonder if I might have burned out the line. Well, we did.
We're cool. We're doing the making of again.
Well, make it easier
this time. Let me thank Dr. Pepper for sponsoring this. Diet, Dr. Pepper.
See, if it goes out, I'm just going to move that.
We got the light fixed and we're back on.
Okay.
We're back on track.
Okay.
Okay. My neck area, my shoulder area, and the light went out again. This interview is not meant to be. Everything's happening anyway. I was looking over at the bed. Just in case you're all. The light came on again.
That's right. Forget it.
And he got the other shade on, so we might be able to see him better. I'm off.
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay. All right. We finished the injury list. The neck, shoulder with a rotator cuff, and my elbows are bad, and my back's really bad. But I just don't know on my hip. I got a real bad hip. A hip that I first broke in 1983 in a match with David Schultz on WWF TV. No one really ever knows, but he slammed me outside on the floor at a six-man tag. Me and S.D. Jones and Tony Gurria against David Schultz, Paul Orndorff, and Roddy Piper. So actually, the upper part of my back starting at the hip up, I'm kind of number 4. Okay.
Have you been told you're going to have to undergo any surgery or anything?
Yeah, the right shoulder, and also in my neck. The C5 vertebrae was really cracked and chipped real bad. I still got place in there, and where the disc and everything is, and it's cracked off, and they got to go in. They say I go in from the front. They told me this in '83 after the car wreck to take it out, and it's back here, and then I got to get the rotator cuff men did it fix whenever I know that I'm going to be wrestling anymore for a while. So yes, I do, but I have put it off for a long time. And but yes, okay, I do have to have surgery. Probably on my head, my brain. Everyone there's a brain. Yes.
And you broke your neck. When was that? In
1983. Car accident.
That was in a car accident.
Downtown Pennsylvania. Vroom, right on the back of a truck.
And were you going or coming from a taping?
Yeah, I was going from a tape. We did a tape in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and if you were real good, I guess for the month, whatever, you got invited to a dinner afterwards at Vince McMahon's house, or not house, but this hotel in Reading, Pennsylvania, right up the road from it. And so Arnold Skolin came to Kurt Hennig and told Kurt for me and Kurt to come to the dinner. And Kurt went on without me. And I took Jimmy Snuka from TV that I let him out of his room, went to my room, got showered, dressed, started driving to Reading. It was already like 12 o'clock, so I turned around to come back. I was tired, and really the next thing I know, the only thing I remember is I woke up in the hospital with Don Morocco over me, and I had run under the back of a truck. And that same night, when they had me in the emergency room, I remember the trauma unit buzzer going off or whatever, and all the nurses leaving me, and they said they got to go to my friend, and I didn't know who my friend was. And like 3 days later, my mom and dad, after they got to Allentown, told me that Jimmy Snuka's girlfriend had died that very same night. And 2 minutes, after they brought me in, they brought her in.
That was the night when they arrested Snuka outside the hotel?
That's right.
Wow.
No, that's a different story. Now they arrested Snuka one time in New York outside a hotel at Howard Johnson's.
That's the one when he was running around in the blanket.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. That's right. It took 9 cops, and they had dogs there, and he knocked them all down. Everything. It was great. Great story. It wasn't great. It was a great story. I loved every minute. I was 21, having fun.
So how much longer was it until they pulled until Vince pulled the ankle?
Which angle?
On WWF.
With the neck?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay. With Mass Superstar?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen that video in a long time, but didn't they claim you injured it against the Mass Superstars?
Re-injured. Well, what it was, I wasn't really ready to come back to work, and I was going to Japan, and they asked me to come on back to do the TV taping early, and I didn't know what they had in mind. And Jay Strongbow, I guess it was his idea, and he called me off before TV and said, "We got this thing we want to do with you and Mass Superstar," and I thought it was great, and I loved every minute of it, loved doing it. But it was after they saw that I was okay, though. They didn't just try to get me to come and do it, because my feelings or anything. Then I went to Japan, and I heard it in a match over there. Again, I wasn't ready to come back. I was going to come back too soon. And I'd been playing softball all summer at home, thinking that I was getting back in shape to wrestle, but I just had too many bump shit on it, and I was hurt. And I shouldn't have really come back when I did, but I did. And I came back for a little while, stayed through the beginning of 1984, and that's when I got really homesick and wanted to come back to Memphis.
How long were you in Japan?
Well, I was supposed to be there a month, but I only stayed like a week and a half or something.
Who did you wrestle? Did you wrestle with Tiger Mask over there?
No, I wrestled Tiger Mask in the WWF in the latter part of '82 when he came over and he traveled with me, and I had a lot of fun with him and stuff. I remember practicing his elbows in our rooms when we stayed together. He put pillows on top of the beds like we have here in this room right now. And he dropped elbows on. I just watch him run and jump on the bed and do elbows and everything. He was a great guy, and he's the nicest, and I got to have a lot of good matches with him, and one I still have on tape from the Spectrum in Philadelphia at home. But, I really enjoy watching back and forth and remember how it looked 10 years ago. Maybe 12 now, 82, yeah. 12.
From whom did you learn to throw the fire?
Watching a lot of old tapes of the Sheik and, of course, Lawler. I mean, watching Lawler throw it, but the Sheik. I mean, I remember Saul Weingroff, an old manager back in the 60s and everything in Tennessee area, that he threw the fire a lot, and it always just got me in the fire. It was like, wow, it was the ultimate thing to do. And then Lawler started doing it, which increased it a little bit more, and then I took it upon myself more how to do it. And I finally got Lawler to go for the idea of letting me fire him, so I got to start using fire.
Well,
got him to go for a few ideas.
Yeah, well,
he shouldn't have. Sorry, Gary.
Going right to Lawler. One of the things I'm going to drop in is we're getting that luncheon you did for Goodhart, where I guess he really pissed off Lawler.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's been your relationship with Lawler? I mean, what was it like when it started, and how has it progressed or regressed through the years? Because you're intertwined with him for a long time.
Yeah. I think it's. I think probably best described as love hate.